Hello everyone, welcome to a new deck tech. This time we will be reviewing a magic deck. Last time it was Pokemon, now it is magic. I haven't done one in a while, so here we go. Today we will be viewing at a World Championship deck from August 2000, from the World Championship of Brussels. This deck is actually by a Dutch guy, that's why I wanted to show you guys. It is from Tom van der Locht. Here is the deck list. These decks were sold as a box. The top 4 was sold back in the days, and I learned to play with this. Yeah, back in 2000, I bought this deck and everything was gold bordered. I didn't know that, and I thought they were all real. So I came home and I was like, oh my god, there are such expensive and good cards in here. And then a friend of mine said, hey, those cannot be played with in the tournament. And I was like, no. But yeah, in a friendly game, I used this deck quite often. I made it my duty to replace these cards, these proxies as I called them, to real cards. Well then, Tom van der Locht. He was a quarter finalist. Tom van der Locht posted a perfect 6-0 record during the standard portion of this year's World Championships. Yeah, it's 2000. The 19-year-old Groesbeek, Holland native was playing a deck that had a big impact on the metagame this year, Replenish. This deck used cards like Attunement and Frantic Search to put powerful enchantments such as Parallax Wave and Opalescence into the graveyard, and then use Replenish to put them all back into play at once. Right, so this was a big deck at the time, and Replenish was a card. Once this deck was known, and the power behind this deck, Replenish just skyrocketed in price. And still today it is quite expensive, I believe. Haven't checked it in a while. Last time it was about 20 euros or something. Alright, let's start off. We have Attunement. We have 4 of these. Attunement is an enchantment. You will see a lot of enchantments in this deck. It is 3 mana. If you return it to your hand, you can draw 3 cards, then choose and discard 4 cards. Yeah, you might say, hey, why just draw 3 cards and discard 4? That's a bad card. No. You want to discard as many enchantments as you can for this deck. So just draw a couple of cards, throw away all those enchantments, and continue play. Counterspell, because yeah, why not? 2 mana counter target spell. Who doesn't like it? Back in the day it was still legal from 6th edition, as you can see. Energy Field. Only 1 off. 2 mana. Prevent all damage dealt to you from sources you do not control. When a card is put into a graveyard, sacrifice Energy Field. So yeah, you just play it, bulk up your enchantment in play, pile up your lands, and then go all out, man. Just play an Enlightened Tutor here, 1 mana, search your library for an artifact or enchantment card, and reveal that card. Shuffle your library, then put the card on top of it. Awesome card for looking up any enchantment that you need. Any. Frantic Search, another one of those good cards. It is basically a free spell. For 3 mana you can draw 2 cards, discard 2 cards, and untap up to 3 lands. So yeah, you still have to have the 3 mana, but once you play it, it resolves, you untap the lands, and you are good to go. Also an awesome card to discard those enchantments into the graveyard, which you will need, I might add. Mystical Tutor for 1 mana, an instant. Search your library for an instant or sorcery card, reveal that card. Shuffle your library, put the card on top of it. This is the card you want to get that Replenish, or the Counterspell, or Frantic Search, but mostly Replenish. Opalescence, we have 4 of these. You don't want to miss this card in your deck, or else the deck is just useless. For 4 mana, each other global enchantment, and it was used in the old days to point at the regular enchantments, like this. Not the enchant creatures, not the auras, just the regular ones. Each other global enchantment is a creature with power and toughness are each equal to its converted mana cost. It's still an enchantment. So if you had 2 of these, they both would be 4/4. Most of the enchantments in this deck are 4 mana. So yeah. Parallax Tide, 4 mana. We have 3 of these, and it has Fading 5. Fading is you put 5 fade counters on it. Then you remove 1 each turn, and when you cannot remove a fade counter, this card is destroyed, or you have to sacrifice it, if they say so, as they say so. Remove a fade counter from Parallax Tide. You can choose to remove them as well. Remove target land from the game. When Parallax Tide leaves play, each player returns to play all cards he or she owns removed from the game with Parallax Tide. Awesome card to ensure that your opponent doesn't play stuff or doesn't have enough mana open left to kill you. Parallax Wave, it's basically the same principle as the Parallax Tide, but this one is for creatures. Yeah, sure, attack me. I'll just throw them all under here. Replenish, the star of the deck. 4 mana sorcery, return all enchantment cards from your graveyard to play. Now, if you have in all of these enchantments in there, well, these aren't all enchantments. If you have them all in play, you have a massive army at once. That's why you have to discard all the enchantments that you will find. Right, Seal of Cleansing, 2 mana. Sack it to destroy an artifact or enchantment. Yeah, why not? If your opponent plays Opalescence, destroy it. You have 1 in your graveyard as well. Seal of Removal, 1 blue. Sack it and return target creature to its owner's hand. Very useful indeed. Sky Diamond, I never got why this card was in the deck, but I assume that it is put in there just to ensure that you still have some mana if any land destroy occurs. So this is 2 mana artifact. It comes into play tapped and it taps for 1 blue. Wrath of God, yes. Destroy all creatures. They can't be regenerated for 4 mana. Who cares if your creatures get destroyed? You can all bring them back with another Replenish. Just make sure that your opponent doesn't have any. And look at the art. It's way more cooler. Way more beautiful than the modern art. Adarkar Wastes. The original Painland from Ice Age. You can tap it either for 1 colorless mana or for white and blue. White or blue, sorry. If you tap it for white or blue, it deals 1 damage to you. We have 4 of these. Then we have a couple of islands. 9, I believe. Yes. And we have 8 plains. And we round up this deck with 4 Rishadan Port. Now these cards are currently so overpriced. It's not even funny anymore. I don't even know why these cards are overpriced today. Back in the days, yeah, they ensured that you had some control on the board by tapping your opponent's land. But still, there are better cards, aren't there? I don't know. Well, 4 of these anyway. Right, let's get to the sideboard. Against red, we have Chill. Chill is also an enchantment, and it makes all red spells cost 2 more to play. Super card. Another enchantment, Circle Protection Black. I have noticed that a lot of decks back in the day played Circle of Protection. It is an excellent way for white to protect itself against everything, every color. We have a Cursed Totem. For 2, players can't play activated abilities of creatures. Sweet. So, no more Masticore, for example, which we will see in the next deck, next week. Daze. 2 mana, instant. You may return an island you control to its owner's hand instead of paying Daze's cost. So, return an island, it's free. No one sees it coming. Counter target spell unless its controller pays 1. Very nice. To begin with. Erase. Remove target enchantment from the game. You don't want that enchantment over there lingering, getting back every time? Erase it. Wipe it from existence. 4 times in the sideboard. Then we have the Lilting Refrain. It's also an enchantment for 2 mana. During your upkeep, you may put put a verse counter on Lilting Refrain. Sacrifice Lilting Refrain, counter target spell, unless its controller pays an additional X, where X is the number of verse counters on Lilting Refrain. Play it as an interrupt. Yes, very cool. You can get it back with Replenish. Another Seal of Cleansing. Submerge. 5 mana, instant. If an opponent controls a forest and you control an island, well, this is obviously sideboarded against green, you may play it for free. Then put all... oh no. Wait, not all. That would be insane. Put target creature on top of its owner's library. That is sweet. 2 of them. And 2 more Wrath of Gods. Now then, I have played this deck so many times. I know how this deck works. It is insane. I have won so many games against friends. Even friends who play tournament decks as well. Even tournament decks from the time. This deck, seriously, you want to play something fun. You don't want to play with creatures. Play with enchantments. That sounded wrong. Just play with this. This is a cool deck. Thank you guys for watching. Next up we will see another one of the Brussels 2000 World Championship decks for Magic the Gathering. Yeah, I've already kind of told you guys which one. There's a Master Core in it. That's all I'm going to tell. So I hope to see you guys next time. Remember to like, subscribe, leave a comment. And hopefully we'll get to the 50 subscribers soon. Because I have a giveaway to give away. And I want to tweak the rules a bit of the giveaway. I want to give away a little bit more. So the things that I already told you guys are still up for the giveaway. But I want to give away some more. So if you are a Pokemon player, I'll make sure you get something from Pokemon. Are you a Star Wars player, collector? I'll get you something from Star Wars. World of Warcraft? Same story. Etc. etc. As long as I have it up, obviously. But there will still be 4. Did I say 4 last time in the giveaway? 4 winners. So, instead of just splitting all the magic will now be 1 pile. So, the magic winner will win all of that. I will think about what I will give away and I will let you guys know shortly. Well, probably next week. Ha! Right, see you guys next time. Bye.